Hey all, OC here. Today I'm going to bring you some Liberator footage playing against both ground and air.
Nice.
There's another one in there too.
Being tank busted through a window. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Now I love to use the Liberator as an anti-ground vehicle. As you'll see, I'll let this ESF go in favor of going for a lightning.
Oh no, it's on fire too.
After the recent nerf that nanites received, I've started to run max composite in its place, which I've found to be extremely helpful, especially in the anti-ground role.
I got the Reaver. The Reaver crashed. Nice.
When engaging ground targets as a Liberator, you want to be able to get in, get the kill, get out, and gain altitude as soon as possible. The only real exception to that rule is when you have flak in the immediate area. It's important to remember that as a Lib pilot, you're operating in a 3D environment, which means you have a lot more that you have to pay attention to for your surroundings. As you notice, I start taking a lock-on from air, which means that I have an ESF on me, and I'm also moving towards multiple enemy turrets that are active. So I'm going to fall back, reset, and deal with one at a time. My best friend, apart from my gunners as a Liberator pilot, is my analog throttle button. This causes the Lib to come to a stop in the shortest amount of time possible. So remember that 3D environment I was talking about? Yeah, if you stop paying attention for just an instant, it'll come back around and bite you in the rear. But with time and experience playing in game, you'll learn how it goes. It is, after all, a jump or be jumped world. Planetside 2 is a fluid game. You need to be able to switch tactics almost instantly, as you never know when the VS are going to interfere on a TRNC fight. TBing, or tank busting targets, is a delicate act. You need to be able to get in, get close to your target, pump them full of lead, and then get up to a high enough altitude where the other enemy tanks or other enemies in the general area won't be able to get to you. Picking your targets is also key. The first lightning here is not on fire. I've noticed that the second one is, so I'm going to start my TB on the first, finish on the second, making the first lightning a nice, easy, weak target for Lou to finish off. As you're flying around, don't forget to use your mini-map. As we fly away here, I notice a free Sunder just sitting there by its lonesome. And, you know me, I can't resist a free kill. This clip is full of examples of something that I desperately need to work on. My TBing enemy aircraft skill. After getting about half the clip in, I'll point my belly up to give Lou some Dalton shots. Not to beat a dead horse, but third time's the charm. Situational awareness. Looking at my map, I notice an enemy Lib pop up in what I think is an attempt to get the jump on me. I turn around to engage, and am sorely disappointed. This poor guy obviously doesn't know what he's doing, so I'm going to give Lou the shots, and then it occurs to me, this is a perfect time to practice my skill. Oh, that was humiliating. How many times did I hit him? Twice? Not to give up though, I turn around, Lee gets a nice Dalton shot to the tail, and I go in for round 2 with much better results. My thanks goes out to this enemy scythe that engages us because I get to see an enemy lib coming in trying to get the jump on us. Now due to some corrupted footage, I am going to skip ahead here. I do end up getting the lib kill, but that scythe won't let us go. Now for whatever reason, the scythe decides to reset, and that's going to be his downfall. As I come out from the underside of the rock, I see him explode. Love that 10 seconds out of bounds rule. Now that there's a small break in the action, I'm going to fall back to rep, when I notice enemy tanks on a cliff. This wouldn't normally be a big deal, but with ground lock-ons, oof. Now, unfortunately skipping through more corrupted footage, we do end up landing, repping, and coming back for a few kills. So I end up getting lax here. If you notice, I have 10 rounds in the magazine after destroying Asunder, which is going to be a huge mistake. Due to enemies pointing weapons at us that hurt a lot, I'm forced to pull out before we can get the kill. But all's not lost. I see a smoke trail. I'm going to chase it down to see what it is. But as I crest the hill, ooh, enemy lightning. He takes a shot on us, hits us, and now we're at a quarter health, so I need to fall back for emergency reps. Use the terrain to your advantage. I'm able to get the jump on the scythe and almost kill him with a tank bust. Now there still is that enemy lightning. I'm going to push his last known position and find 2 enemy Sunders along with the lightning in the general area. I'm going to spend the last of my tank bust on the lightning and then nose up, giving Lee an easy kill, and I'm rewarded rather nicely, I think. Well, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you were able to learn something useful and maybe even get a small laugh out of it. Please like and share with all your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And let me know in the comments section below what you want to see. Bye for now.